They say an elephant never forgets. But what happens when that memory turns dark? This is the chilling true story of an elephant that took revenge even after death. In a quiet village in eastern India, surrounded by thick forests and dusty paths, lived a woman whose life would soon become part of one of the strangest stories ever told. Years ago, villagers recalled an incident where a wild elephant wandered too close to human homes. The woman, along with a few others, tried to drive it away, shouting, banging pots, even throwing stones. In their panic, someone struck the animal. The elephant trumpeted in pain and rage before retreating into the jungle. Life went on. People forgot. But the elephant never did. Years passed and the story faded into rumor until one hot evening when the peace of the village was shattered. From the darkness came the sound of cracking branches, low rumbles, and thundering footsteps. The same elephant had returned. Witnesses said its eyes were fixed, wild, and filled with fury. It stormed through the fields, tearing down fences, smashing grain stores, and overturning huts. The villagers screamed and scattered as the massive creature seemed to be looking for something or someone, and it found her. The woman who had once helped drive it away was outside her home. Before anyone could react, the elephant charged. The impact was terrifying. It trampled her, crushing the ground beneath its feet. The air was filled with dust, screams, and the echo of the elephant's trumpet. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, it turned and vanished back into the trees. The villagers buried the woman the next day, shaken and heartbroken. But the story was far from over. As night fell, the funeral rites began. Family members and neighbors gathered around the pyre, mourning her death. The forest around them was silent, heavy, almost watching. Then, from the distance, came a familiar rumble. The ground trembled again. People froze. Out of the darkness, under the light of flickering torches, the elephant returned, the very same one. Panic spread through the crowd as it pushed through the trees and into the clearing where the funeral was held. Without hesitation, it charged straight toward the ceremony, scattering everyone. It reached the woman's body, lifted it with its trunk, and slammed it back to the ground. Then it trampled the remains, trumpeting loud enough to shake the air, as if making sure its vengeance was complete. When it was done, it stood still for a few seconds, breathing heavily, before turning and disappearing once more into the forest. The villagers were stunned, unable to comprehend what they had just seen. How could the elephant have known where the funeral was? How did it come back to that very spot, at that exact time? Some called it revenge. Others called it something spiritual, as if the animal had been guided by emotion deeper than instinct. Experts later explained that elephants possess one of the most powerful memories in the animal kingdom. They can remember faces for decades, recall experiences with precision, and are capable of deep emotional understanding. Elephants grieve their dead, mourn lost family members, and sometimes, yes, they remember those who wronged them. To this elephant, the pain it suffered was never forgotten. It waited, it remembered. And when the time came, it returned not out of randomness, but purpose. This story is more than a tale of revenge. It's a haunting reminder that nature is not mindless. It feels, it remembers, it responds. The elephant didn't forget, and maybe it didn't forgive either. Subscribe for more powerful true stories that reveal the intelligence, mystery, and emotion hidden within the wild.